Hey there, Dr. Dave, the RV dummy from the Salt Lake City Airport. Why is the RV dummy in an airport? That's like against my principles, right? Well, I'm taking a short trip to, where am I going? Atlanta and then Chicago to meet up with some friends and family. And it's the time frame is I can't really take my RV because I've got to be back, and it's a very short trip. So that's why I'm here. I hate airports, but sometimes they are a necessary evil. But I've got a dilemma which I want to run by you guys and get your opinion on. Later in August and into September, my wife Yoko and I want to get back to the East Coast a little bit and visit friends and family in the Baltimore, Maryland area, and then head down to Jacksonville, Florida, and then ultimately back home. So our choices are go on an airplane, like I am about to do right now. The airfares are expensive now because of fuel prices. If we do the airplane thing, it will be the fastest way to go. But once we get to Baltimore, we would have to then rent a car, which prices are outrageous. Of course, we have to pay for fuel, but we have to pay for fuel anyway. We have to get a hotel room or an Airbnb or something like that. And all those expenses would definitely add up. However, the advantage of taking an airplane would be it is fast. But then from Baltimore, we want to go to Jacksonville, Florida. So we'd have to fly again. If we took the airplane route, we'd have to fly again, pay for more airfare, find a hotel down in Jacksonville, get a rental car again. These prices I didn't really do calculations, but they're really starting to add up like crazy. Then, of course, we have to fly back to Salt Lake City. The second choice would be to get into our RV, which we already have, we already own, it's already paid for. The main expenses traveling across the country in the RV would be a little bit of wear and tear on the RV, which it's okay, we can handle that. Fuel, which would be outrageous, but stand by for a second, I'll tell you, I already calculated that. But then once we're in Baltimore, we already have our hotel room. It's the RV, we can camp out or go wherever we want. And the good thing about the Class B RV, you can use it as the rental car as well. We don't need a separate car. We take that pretty much wherever we need to get to. Then once we're ready, we get in and go to Jacksonville, Florida, and we can visit friends and family not only in Jacksonville but in Orlando. If we want to go a little further south, we can do that. And then when we're ready to go home, we get back in the RV and drive back to Salt Lake. Now, the disadvantage of the RV thing is it's very, very time consuming, but we enjoy it. It's fun getting in the RV and driving across the country, through those flyover states. We actually get to see what's on the ground. We get to meet other people. We get to experience foods and things like that all over the country. But it will take, the whole trip would take, from what we want to do, would take probably about 4 weeks, because we want to give it at least 5 to 6 days back and forth from Utah to the East Coast. So it would take much more time. However, I did calculate the fuel, and looking at the craziest possible scenarios, we would spend no more than $3,000 in fuel. And that's if fuel averages $6 a gallon all the way back and forth. And who knows, right now we got about a month and a half out, but it could go up that high. I know in some areas it's already that high, but in a lot of the Midwestern areas it's not quite that high. So again, I'm taking the worst possible scenario, averaging $6 a gallon. It would cost us about no more than $3,000 total in fuel. So I want your opinion. What should we do? Should we fly, or should we take our RV? Now again, this is an RV channel. I'm the RV dummy. Why would I ever want to fly when we have a chance of taking the RV? I'm glad I talked this out with you, because guess what? Doing this video, I have made the decision. We're going to get in our RV and drive across the country, have fun, meet more people on the way, sample all of the customs and cultures of all the different states, and have fun. And why not do it? Well, it's like we have more freedom because we're in our RV. We can do any time frame we want and go anywhere we want, going there on the way back. The decision's been made. Thanks so much for your help. But if you disagree, or if you want to add anything to it, please comment below, and I'll be happy to take any advice or any comments you have very seriously. Until next time, though, I am Dr. Dave from the Salt Lake City Airport, and yes, I hate airports. But I'm doing it anyway. I will talk to you all very soon. Kisses. Love you all.